Well guys, this is just kind of quick and dirty. I just wanted you to see this because if you're expecting your first one to come out brilliantly, it's not gonna. And I haven't used any marking system. I've just gone in quick and dirty and just taken a load of meat out. And I can tell already, I think there's a foam like this, isn't there already, for all the innovations make them. Like, you could buy one and save yourself a load of time, but, you know, get your Dremel out. I've just got a cutting disc on my Dremel, and I'm just slicing through. So I'm going to get the other 4 done, and then we'll see how it works. Before we do that, I'm going to say, just going off of bench feel. Yeah, oh my goodness, the difference. Just going to apply the same amount of pressure. I know this isn't very scientific. Oh my goodness. Like, the same amount of pressure gets no squish. This could be all these need, guys. It's a good idea to insert the beadlock ring while you're doing this. It just helps to keep the tyre in the shape that you need it to be while you're doing the thing. So just pop the beadlock ring in and then do your cuts. So I decided to do just the front, guys, and the reason for that is because I don't want too much traction on the rear. One of the things that the rear tends to do is to bite into underhangs and stuff and flip you out already, and I feel like that would be exacerbated. And as you can see, we're getting a bit of squish now. Yeah, that would be exacerbated by softening the rear. I may still soften the rear. We will have to see. Of course, we're running all the custom brass lowers and custom steering link. I still need to do the, what's this one called, guys? Drag link? Is that what that's called? Anyway, yeah, look, I mean, she's very, very soft now. I'm loving that. I've just got to hoover up the mess I've made on the floor, and I'm going to set up a couple of things that I use to test vehicles when the weather outside is poo. And the weather outside is indeed poo. Welcome to the RC family indoor makeshift geometry and tyre testing protocol obstacles. I threw this together just quickly. I figured there would be challenging enough lines on this to look at tyre conforming and to, you know, check to see whether there'd been any improvement by adding the brass lowers and brass steering link. And coming up in this video, there will be some successes and some failures. But let's talk about the rig. Since the RTR review, which some of you got really, really upset about, my brutally honest, there was some horrible comments that really didn't attack or challenge any of the things that I'd said about the vehicle. It got pretty ad hominem. There were a lot of personal digs and nothing really constructive for me to take away from the comments. Like, those of you that were just reactive and rude, you're wasting your time. I'm not going to, you know, respond to those things. For those of you that did give some creative comments, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. We are all about the consumer. I am trying to make sure that anybody that watches this that is either new to the hobby and doesn't have a clue, or isn't new to the hobby but would really like someone who's got a bit of experience of this thing to give their opinions on it, then that's what it will be. It will be an opinion piece. I will tell you the things that piss me off. They may not be things that piss you off, but you can make up your own mind, can't you? You don't have to get nasty on social media if you don't agree with me. You know, we can just disagree, right? We are all adults, aren't we? Anyway, as you can see, the UTB18 with a few modifications. We have the Fusion Mini 16 in there. We are running a 3S, which I'll link to everything I've used in the description. We're using a 3S 850 battery pack. We've got the Mickey Thompsons with the modified foams, and of course I made 5mm brass lowers for it. They're 4 times the weight of the standard link, and they're stronger, and the transition between the link end and the actual material made for the link is a lot smoother, so you're going to get less hang-ups at the chassis and at the axle. And we are also going to be making full brass front and rear steering links. At the moment I've only got the front steering link on, but I'm going to make a couple of more drag links up and one more steering link for the back, and that'll make a significant difference to our axle weight coming up as well. We are going to be fitting a couple of aftermarket servos, no spoilers. I shall keep it to myself which ones we're going to be fitting, but that will give this brutal strength in terms of its ability to push even through binds will be significantly improved. We will find out together whether the Mini 16 provides enough power for that. Hopefully it will. If not, we will run a Beck. I'm okay with that, or possibly we could maybe go direct power, but these are all options that I shall just keep in my bank of options for now. As we can see, this pull up onto the stool is quite difficult, and I find, or I discover, that we need some extra meat in there in the form of some tyres and wheels I've got kicking about. I'm not cheating, I'm just trying to make it doable, and I'm trying to make it so that we can see the gained conformity. Is conformness? Are they the words? I don't know. But we're just trying to get a really good look to see if the modification that I've done to the tyres has helped. And I can tell you, without a doubt, you can see that there's a little bit of squish when you need it on the fronts now. And as I was saying in the voiceover that didn't come out, I actually had captured a load of audio with this video, which you're never going to hear because the mic didn't work. So I'm just doing this as I'm editing it for you. There we go. We've popped the tyres in just so that that back wheel doesn't fall in. This is really tricky still. Getting up on top of this stool, getting the turn in, it's super tight. Let's talk about a positive. I really like the way that Axial has implemented the action of the four-wheel steering functions, being able to switch from crab to opposite steering like we're in now, and then back to normal steering within a couple of clicks of a 3-position momentary switch. I'm not sure what you would call it, but that's what I'm going to call it. I really like it. I think they've done a fantastic job with that. And now we don't have to deal with a 2-in-1 ESC and receiver combo. You can just get rid of the awful ESC and motor that's in this thing, drop in a Mini 16 or brushless setup of your choice, and you've got fantastic control. I actually don't mind the radio. I can one-handed steer with it relatively well. The only thing that really does irk me slightly is the fact that we can't switch the lights off. I've noticed a few times where I've been coming towards me, I felt like I needed to be in front of the vehicle to see what it was doing to get up onto an obstacle. You're just blinded by the lights. And while that might have been a fantastic song,
but don't copy the copyright, I got him in my sights. Blinded with the lights, take him to Dizzy New High. Blinded with the lights, blinded with the lights.
That was in the charts years ago, I didn't really want to experience it while I was rock crawling. But that's not a big issue. I can tell you guys, those of you that were super upset that I said such nasty things about this vehicle, after making a few tweaks, I can see why you guys have fallen in love with it.
Blinded with the lights, blinded with the lights.